Maintaining a luxury vehicle can cost thousands, unless you drive a BMW. We're the only luxury brand that lets you pay nothing for maintenance for 4 years or 50,000 miles.
Welcome to the Jackie Cooper BMW postgame show. Darnell, the fans were leaving tonight early, but unlike early in the season, they're leaving with a big lead in hand. The biggest win of the season, the first win of the season over a team with a winning record, win by 21 points. Obviously one of their better wins of the season.
Yeah, and I think, you look at Kevin Durant, Jeff Green, Russell Westbrook first. They combined for 66 points, 22 rebounds. They're starting to develop sort of a big three label. They played like it. And then you look at guys off the bench. Nenad Kristic had a big game.
Collison had a double-double.
Nick Collison had a double-double. Kyle Weaver and Earl Watson came in and contributed good minutes. So I think they got a great effort from the team tonight.
And one of the things that stood out is they out-rebounded Utah by 22 points. I mean, so they still had their 19 turnovers, which has been hurting them here in recent games. But when you out-rebound a team by 22, that means you're getting second-chance points. You're limiting them to one shot most of the night. I mean, that was a big factor in the game.
I think over the last 5 games, or coming into this game, the last 5 games, they were the leading rebounders. So, they've been rebounding well. I think a lot of it has to do with Kevin Durant hitting the glass hard lately. Jeff Green's hitting the glass hard. Then that Kristic is sort of getting his legs under him. And then Nick Collison is healthy. So when you have all those guys, I think that's really helping them rebound.
And the one factor tonight is they only lead by 2 at halftime after owning as much as a 10-point lead in the first half. So many times we've seen that turn into a deficit in the second half. Instead, they have their best third quarter of the season, 36 points. Then when they get the lead, they step on a team's throat. We really hadn't seen much of that all year long.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing to me in this game was they entered the fourth quarter with a 15-point lead. They held on to that lead after they, got that big lead. So lately we've been seeing them sort of, get down or teams would close the gap to probably 2 or 3 or even tie it up, take the lead even. So tonight they did never let that lead go away. They stepped on their throats, like you said, and I think that was the most impressive thing.
Well, playing their best basketball this season, I think they're 4-7 their last 11. The next 2 coming up, Detroit Pistons, Miami Heat, 2 good Eastern Conference teams that they pushed pretty hard on the road, especially Detroit in that road loss around the holidays. You think they can give them all they want? Because they gave Houston all they wanted here a few nights ago, gave Denver all they wanted here about a week ago, beat a good Utah team. Is this team ready to even take on some of those teams?
Well, I think this team is ready, especially in this building. I think that they can hang with teams like the Pistons and the Heat. The problem with the Pistons coming in, they just had a bad loss to the Charlotte Bobcats at home. So the Pistons are really going to be hungry for a win. And then they remember really having to fight to get a win against this team in Detroit not too long ago when Allen Iverson hit that game winner over Russell Westbrook. So, I don't think that's going to be an easy game for those 2 reasons. Then in Miami, they played well at Miami, even though Dwayne Wade had a great game. So I think these are 2 winnable games. Detroit's going to be tough.
The team is definitely playing a lot better. No matter who comes to the Ford Center, you don't know who's going to win. A lot different than it was early in this season. We'll see you again Friday night on the Jackie Cooper BMW postgame show.